Oh no! Oh no! I thought I had it. I thought I had it. If you guys are wondering what the heck's going on, because I'm a little late. Actually, no, I'm a minute early. The camera decided of its own free will that the port wanted to be a little loose. So the cable that connects my camera to my computer is, if I let go of this, it's going to shut off the feed. Just watch this. Are you going to stay? Please stay. Please stay. Because listen, it's not time for maintenance. It's not time for tech support. It's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So to you regulars, you know what that means. That means that from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, we're live, baby. Go ahead and Spartan kick that like button.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
Help a brother out. I would greatly appreciate it. Released a new video today. I'm up to like one a week. I really need to get my production up. Thank you guys, by the way, for sticking around. Even though I've been averaging one piece of content a week, I've stayed up with the live streams. I've done a decent job of that. Listen. Today, released a new video on 2 new knives from Malsect. Boom. Mentioned it in the last live stream. This guy right here is the Malsect 808D. D stands for decay. I know what you were thinking. You're like, I know what D stands for. stands for D's. Stands for decay. It's a music theme. It's a music theme, right? 808, like the drum hit. Fantastic knife. I can't believe. Listen, I would love to assume that the DLC variant of this sold out because I released my video, because I gave people the news that you can get full DLC on S90V with a very nice thin cutting geometry, frame lock titanium with all the titanium fixings. It's like Thanksgiving knife, all the titanium fixings. $135 with RSB10. $150 without, which is still a good deal. But $135? Bananas. It's such a good knife. It's not the only one they released, though. They also released this guy. Boom. This is the Mantle. 170, what was it? $175? Titanium S35 VN. Overbuilt as hell. 3/4 length back. You know what? Just watch the video. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Reviewing the knife again. I already reviewed them. They're great. Fantastic quality. They definitely upped their game. This time last year, they were releasing teasers of these knives, and then they spent all that time, like a whole year, refining, going back to the drawing board and prototypes, and you can tell. Because these knives are a far cry from their initial releases. Not to say their initial releases were bad, but they had a lot of feedback, and they took that and they did something good with it. And I love it when companies do that. I love it when they listen to the knife enthusiasts, to the talking heads. That's me, the talking head. If you want one, the DLC variant is sold out, but they still have the plain tie variant. And you know what? Like, I'm a monochrome guy. I can't help it. I love it. I do. I love it. And I highly recommend this knife. $135 with RSB10. Yeah. Definitely recommend it. Easy recommendation. Easy. I am so far behind. that I didn't even start shouting people out early, which means we got a load of people to get through. Let's start up with Marco, Henry G, TC Blade, Stonewall, Cat Scratch, Ground Fog. What's up, Wicked Dreams? We got Knife Mom in the house. Craig Vincent, good to see you, brother. We've got Ian Coates. It's a surprise we're not live. I was late. It happens. Welcome in, Ian. Good to see you, brother. Let's go. Captain Chet, what's up, man? Welcome into Jim Miller. Mike and Ike CDC says, no music. What is Roll doing? What are you talking about? I got music going on right now. I do. Do you guys hear no music? I swear I've got music going on. I am reading old messages, though. I'm going to catch up, and they're going to be like, just please stop the music. We didn't actually mean it. Hold on. Welcome into Neil McKenzie, Mike and Ike's EDC, Joe Casper. What's up, man? Welcome into Louie. Good to see you. Hold on. We're getting through it. Good to see you, Cat Scratch. Shout out to my man, Ian Coates, who's been a channel member for 16 months.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
Says I finally made it to a year. Yeah. I think you overshot. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Thanks for all you do, Ian. I appreciate you. Thank you for riding with the channel for 16 months. And for those with odd fingers and toes, that is approximately 2 years. It is I, the connoisseur and collector of lame jokes. Shout out to my man, Ed B. Says, woohoo, it's hot sauce time. I did take a shot of hot sauce. Listen, I bottled 2 bottles of hot sauce, and I was disappointed, not because of how the hot sauce turned out. It turned out freaking fantastic. Fantastic. It's like an X-rated Tapatio. But because I did so many peppers, but there was only 2 bottles, and I've already finished one of the bottles because I've shunned all other hot sauces. Plus, I take shots of hot sauce before the live stream to help get me fired up. Is it a play on words type thing? Maybe. I just enjoy it. I feel like it gets me hyped. Anyways, it is hot sauce time. Ed, thank you so much for being a channel member for 2 years. For 2 years. We were joking back and forth. For those of you who don't know, Ed and I joke back and forth all the time. And he was saying, you should do a ghost pepper. You should do a hot pepper. I am all for this. Okay. I apparently am a bit of a masochist because I like peppers that don't like me. Like, well, what about that bathroom time? Yeah, that's an eventuality we all have to face. But so is death and taxes. So it's okay. Honestly, I'm excited. I want to get a nice spicy pepper. I don't have it here. I was also thinking I could do the world's hottest chip challenge. Is that something you guys would be down for? You want to see me cry on my live stream? I know some of you do. I know Ed does. I want to eat something super spicy on a live. I think that would be fun. Let me know in the chat. What do you want me to what spicy thing do you want to see me eat live? Spicy things. What's up, Paul? Good to see you, brother. Welcome in. I'm catching up. I'm so far behind. Ian says, apparently nuts have to be censored. What a loser. You have to be careful with YouTube because they monitor up to a certain point in every video, their algorithm, their AI does. And if they determine that you're being too, I don't know, too human, they'll just take it down. Not that I need YouTube to come in and take the live stream down. I am perfectly capable of crashing a live stream on my own. Good to see you, Tiff. What's up? Geek Machinist, what's up, brother? Welcome in. Laser Ghost, what's up, Bless? Donnie Bless in the house. Good to see you, man. Welcome into Retro Ryan. Robert Jones. Are we caught up? I may have skipped some people. If so, I'm sorry. Hold on. Mike and Ike's EDC says, did you pick anything up for Thanksgiving sales? Well, yes. I mean, let's be honest. They're never Thanksgiving sales. They're always Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I was weak. Those in the Discord have seen this. Here it is. I already reviewed it. I don't like... I reviewed this 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Some of you remember. Some of you might not. Some of you are like, you reviewed knives 2 years ago? Apparently. Spyderco stovepipe. Yeah. Oh. I love the Spyderco stovepipe. And listen, guys, it's not a perfect knife. It's not. It's got very specific ergonomic demands. It just happens to be that I really like it. Kingdom Armory design, David Ribbaum, production variant of the Bill the Butcher knife, made in Taiwan, which is, if you didn't know, Taiwan is like the world leader in production and manufacturing capability. So when people are like, oh, it was made in Taiwan, wasn't made in America. America wishes that it could produce and manufacture like Taiwan, and that is a fact. It is not cheaper to make things in Taiwan. They're just better at it than we are. It's a free country, too. Anyways, gosh, weird pressure in my ear. Some people will dislike the fact that I said that, but it's the truth. Some of the best knives I've handled, made in Taiwan. I love my American-made knives. That said, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. This feels like an American-made knife. I'll tell you what, it has the soul. Like, sometimes I feel like highly mass-produced knives just lack soul. Not with this one. This one's got character. What kind of character? Some people really hate that knife. I really love it. I love it. Absolutely. Mike and Ike's EDC. There you have it, my friend. That's what I got. What did you pick up? Black Friday sales. And by the way, thank you again for being a channel member for 16 months. 15 months.
This is Sparta!
Gosh, come on, weird pressure. Ever since I moved from Denver, it's like all of a sudden the pressure in my ears has just gone wonky. Hold on. On the edge. Good to see you. I'm just scrolling down saying hi to people. We'll get to the bottom eventually. At some point. K Mason in the house. Good to see you, man. All right. All right. Are we going to make it to the bottom? Dragoon, what's up? Welcome to See Kobe. See Kobe. All right, guys. I think we're all caught up. Shocker, if you want to know what I carried today. Yeah. Am I going to do another video on this? It's been 2 years. Let me give you guys some backstory. Channel has been around for, it'll be 4 years. The channel will have been around for 4 years as of the end of May 2026. So channel hasn't been around for forever, but it's been around for a minute. When I got to around the 1 year mark, I wanted as much content fodder as possible. I wanted to experience everything. I wanted to review everything. I wanted to get a feel for everything. I wanted to have 2 videos a day. I never actually got to 2 videos a day. As it turns out, my style is not conducive to 2 videos a day. It's not, even if I go really Spartan on my editing and do crappy thumbnails and no editing, and I am picky. I'll sit there and I'll re-record until I like what I did. I can't help it. That's just how I am. But at the peak, I was at 4 to 6 videos a week. And so I was going through it. I was joining all the pass rounds that I could. I was hooking up with retailers. You know, shout out to White Mountain Knives. Shout out to Blade Ops, who I don't really collaborate with anymore. And I also don't really collaborate with White Mountain Knives, although they do still give me a discount code that doesn't do anything for me. But if you use RSP10 at White Mountain Knives, you can, of course, get 10% off. The point is, at that time, 2 years ago, around this time, I reviewed the Spyderco stovepipe. They lent it to me, and I learned a very important lesson. That lesson that I learned was that it really sucks when you borrow a knife and you want it, but you can't buy it. At the time, I was complaining because the stovepipe was like $420. I was like, this is ridiculous. They'll go on sale, they'll discontinue it, and then I'll buy it. I'll buy it for the low, low price. And then I sat there and I waited. Some sales came around, but it didn't really dip that far. Sales came, a year passed, 2 years passed, and instead of going down, the price went up. If you see something you like and you wait for an extended period of time and you still want it, that's not an impulse buy. That is you bought something that you really wanted, especially if you get a chance to experience it. Just don't do that. Just buy it. I have no regrets whatsoever. I am going to do a follow-up video on this guy. I think that my content's gotten better from 2 years ago. You tell me. Have you seen any of my content from 2 years ago? So yeah, follow up on this. It won't be a regular review because I've already done a regular review. So I have to figure out what else to do. That's in the near future. I do have more content coming soon for other knives though. And of course, I've got a bevy of different episodes that need to be made that are not reviews. I got more steel snobs that need to be made. I need to actually take the footage of the cut testing I did with the Magnamax Mule team and do something with that. Still haven't done anything with that. Magnamax is fantastic. I'll just give you guys a heads up for those who are waiting. Like, Magnamax is great. If you didn't know, now you know. Ryan Johnson, what's up, man? He says, what if something is a multi-$1,000 knife? Just buy it. It's tough, dude. It's tough. It's really tough. It's really, really tough. But I can tell you this. You could find a way. If that means, going dry on buying knives for a while, like save up a couple $100 a month, every month, sell off part of the collection. I've done that. I've liquidated collection pieces to fund the buying of Grail knives. That's actually been something that I've done a lot this last year. I highly recommend it, but also be prepared to have regrets because I do miss some of those knives that I sold. Perspective. What's up, Kev? Good to see you, man. Ed says, roll an influencer, Ryan. Listen to him. Yeah. Look, we're all kind of sick in the head here. Oh, Louis, this is terrible advice. Sezzle. Listen, you can get in trouble with Sezzle, especially if you spread out the payments and then you find another knife. You're like, I'll just Sezzle that one as well. And then every single week that month, you have a Sezzle payment. Don't let that be you. That's an awful place to land. If you do Sezzle, be as responsible as possible. Set reminders. Nothing sucks worse than seeing that rent money got sucked up by Sezzle. Be responsible with that. Ian says, I heard Kev and thought Lefty was here. I call everyone named Kevin Kev. I can't help it. I'm just built like it's my default. I still need to get some CRK knives. Dude, I'll tell you what, I love mine. I really do. You guys thought I was about to whip out an Nooms on, but no. My favorite is actually the small Sebenza 21. The small Sebenza 21 that I had Chris Reeve, who's just down the street. I had Chris Reeve do the company, not the man. The man is retired. I know some of you guys were like, oh yeah, Chris Reeve himself, huh? Chris Reeve came out of retirement to bead blast your knife. No, this one is the small Sebenza 21 did not initially come with the bead blasted finish, or so they told me. It also did not come with MagnaCut, although this one has a MagnaCut reblade done by Chris Reeve. And then, of course, the updated titanium metal injection molded pocket clip, which honestly, this should be their default from here on out. This pocket clip is fantastic. Is it the most fidgety knife ever? No. Is this one of those knives that you look at and you're like, you know what? This could be an heirloom piece. This could be something that will outlast me. Something that is backed by the company for life. And no matter what happens, they will always take care of it as long as they are a business. And that's one of the reasons why it's important to support these businesses, is because you're supporting the ecosystem, which supports the current customer base, which you might end up being a part of. That's why it's very important. Chris Reeve Knives, they're an amazing company, and I can't recommend them enough. I love this one. Love my Nooms on. Oh no, I flicked it open with force. I have now avoided said warranty. Probably not. They're really cool over there. They'll take care of you. Dragoon says, stay out of my buy history. You can't tell me what to do.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
Oh, man. So speaking of Lefty, should have my screwdriver set tomorrow. Nice, man. What did you get? Where'd you get it? Ed says, did you guys know the TRM Atom is the most perfect knife ever made? I'll let you guys debate. Is the TRM Atom the most perfect knife ever made? Ian says, I want a small 21. Not for sale. Not for sale, not for trade. I might take this one to the grave. Or, bequeath it to the next generation. Who knows? Oh! I was about to say, like, who knows? Maybe my toddler will end up growing up and being into EDC. You never know with kids, right? You never know what direction they'll go. Speaking of the next generation, I don't know if one of you guys sent this to me or not, but I got a package and it was sealed from Blade HQ, which was weird. Like, I've bought stuff from Blade HQ, not like super recently. So I'm curious, like, did they just see that I purchased from them or something? I'll show you. This would be better if I showed you. So here it is. Direct from Blade HQ. And I'm like, I didn't order anything from them. What is this? So I don't know if one of you guys did this. I don't know if one of you guys did this. I'll read it to you. It's a little kid's book. A is for AGA Campolin 0+. B is for benchmade bug out. C is for Chris Reeve Sebenza. Where am I? And D is for Demco 80 20.5. I mean, is it though? Is it though? You know what D is for. I'll let you finish that sentence. So I'm not sure. Like, did one of you guys send this to me? I haven't bought anything from Blade HQ anytime recently. So I was confused. Maybe they just had my address, sent it out. It's really cool. It's really cool. I might try to sneak this into my daughter's children's books. See if the wife notices. That could be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right. Whip it good. Axiom, what's up? Says best knife like the McNeese Dixon, but not like the. I like the McNeese Dixon. I'm a reformed man. I still think that the deployment hole is ugly, but it's a nice knife, and I really like it. It's one of the best American-made, premium American-made releases this year. You have to preface with premium, because there were some really good releases that were not like super premium, like for example, the Buck Range series, the Buck Range Elite. Love it. Absolutely. Bead blasted set he had left over. Oh, he's letting us debate. My mistake. Go for it. Hey, Baptism, you and I just happen to agree. It's not that it may be better. It's that it is definitely better. You know, based on my own subjective opinion. Hey, shout out to Lone Star Talboy. He says, carry of the day is the K-Bar 8-inch Fighting Tonto and a Kubi Momentum. Good to see you, brother. Nice carry. Ian says, Paraframe is the most perfect knife, or the Gerber flat iron. I mean, I'm not taking the rage bait right there. I'm not taking the rage bait. Louis says, I like the Drift L over the Atom. I'm excited for the Drift C. Did anyone order one of those? The Drift C? Those should be arriving. Some people already have theirs. Paul says, I was hoping I would have got my driver bought from Lefty. Oh, that was the driver you were talking about. You got in on those. Very nice. I'm a very simple man. I've got like 2 drivers that I use. One of them is like this guy right here. Got it from Kaiser. They sent me a Christmas thank you like a year and a half, 2 years ago. The other one is this one. It's the Get Good Screw Poseidon. Absolutely love this guy. Absolutely love this guy. Those are the 2 drivers that I have. I don't really have like a huge driver collection. I've got 2 because sometimes you need 2. Where did I put this? Oh, yeah, there it is. Some people collect them. Ian says, it's probably them. They sent it to you. I don't know why. Like, I haven't bought anything from them recently. So that was just a hype package from Blade HQ. Cole got one too. Here's the thing. Did they send it to me because they know that I have a channel, or did they just send it to a bunch of customers? Like, I have reached out to Blade HQ, not recently, but a while ago, and they basically told me no. So I'm curious. Like, are they just sending it to people that have bought knives from them? Oh, okay. If you bought over $85, you get that from what I'm saying. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think the last knife I bought from them was... I don't remember. I bought something from them. Something. Oh, Rob's Nerdy Knives. What's up, man? He says, boxing up boxes and printing labels, carrying my Zorn. Loving this one-track mind blade. Nice, man. I've been peeping your pictures and stuff on Instagram. It looks really awesome. Every time I see the Zorn, I'm like, I can't help it. It looks good. It looks really good. They did a great job on that. Cicero says D is 4 inches. Did I guess correctly? I mean, close enough for government work. Ed says, I think it's his ADHD. Could be, man. Boy, that was a trip, getting diagnosed with that. You learn a lot about yourself, you know, when you think that everything is normal, and then come to find out that you never understood what normal really was. It's okay. Like a larvae in a cocoon, I'm in the process of evolving. Ian says he thought I was neurotypical. Who knows? How do you define that? I know it can be defined, but. Rob says, I have 2 drivers, Jeeves and Winston, for my Rolls Royce and Lincoln. Just kidding. I see what you did there. Wouldn't it be nice to be that wealthy where you need drivers? Like, I'm too important to spend my time with my hands on the wheel. I'm in the back doing business deals on my cool car phone. You guys remember those? I still want one. I still want a car with a phone in it. Oh, of course, now, like, everyone has that. It's just, you know, the phone's in their pocket and they get pulled over if they're on it. Interesting. Ian says, Roll knows what he bought from Blade HQ, but he can't ruin a future video saying what it was. I didn't buy anything recently. I really can't remember. I know I bought something. I just can't remember it. I can't remember it. Ed says, Roll's little button needs some love. Don't give it some love. Just smack it around a little bit and remind it that it owes you money.
This is Sparta!
All right. Dale says, and then the first day of treatment you go, so this is how normal people think it feels. That is exactly how my first day of treatment went. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, to be honest with you guys. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. I've never been on any type of medication before. So for me, it's an adjustment. I don't think that, like, my personality is changing. Let's be honest. It's too strong. It's kind of like when like when your pet pees on the floor, and so you pour like detergent on it, hoping to get the smell out. And it, honey, we need something stronger.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
Oh man, we need something stronger. It says neurotypical is the people with perfect families, the white picket fences. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not me. Ian says neurotypical is people that can actually save money. Also not me.
Epic fail.
Also not me. I am awful at saving money. Hey, shout out to my man Brad Mitchell with the $5 super. He says, "Is that stovepipe in your pocket, or are you just squirrel? Why in all the fake places the live did you pick Idaho? Why not Middle Earth? I mean, Mount Doom was taken." Turns out it's just Sauron's bathroom, and he's not done yet. What's up, Rebel Rouser? And I agree, Hulk smash that like button. Is this smacking around a little bit? Is this the knife BDSM club? I plead the fifth. This chat can get wild. It can get really wild. Oh man. All right. It says, I finally found out what that means. Idaho is a made-up word. I mean, it's a name. Aren't all names made up? Jay Korskin, what's up, dude?
This is Sparta!
I like Raisins Patches. I will promise you, thank you for the $2 super. I will promise you emphatically, without a shadow of a doubt, that I will never do I like Raisins Patches. I like Rocks Patches.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
I mean, I might need a shirt and a matching hat. And then people won't think that I have ADHD. They'll just think that I am a little bit slow. Because I like rocks. All right. All right. Hold on. I thought I was all caught up, but you guys jumped the chat on me. Hey, shout out to Rebel Rouser. New member? I mean, define new. I know you've been here before.
This is Sparta!
Thank you, man. Thank you for, rejoining the ranks. I appreciate the support. Welcome in. And if you're not already in the Discord, I could swear you're in the Discord. I think. If you're not, go ahead and get on over there. We're going to check out the Discord shortly and see what the Spartans are carrying in their pockets today. Ed says, doesn't Idaho mean potato? I don't think so. I don't think it means anything. It might just be a nonsense name. I don't know the history. I probably should look that up since I officially live here again. It says, didn't realize my membership expired. No, dude, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. Sometimes that happens. I don't expect everyone to stay channel members forever. So I never take it personally when I see someone that doesn't have the channel membership badge next to their name. Totally fine. But I appreciate the support. Hey, shout out to Dragoon.
This is Sparta!
Thank you for joining the ranks. If you're not already in the Discord, get on over there. How do you get to the Discord? Go to the post section of my channel on YouTube. Scroll down a little bit. You'll find a members only post in the post section on my YouTube channel. It'll have a link to Discord. Once you're in, you're in. You can stay as long as you'd like. All right. Hold on. Hold. What are we doing? We're doing the pocket check. For those who just came in or missed the start of the live stream, today I carried the Spyderco stovepipe. Yeah, it's been on my hit list for years, and now it's finally here. Already reviewed it. If you want to check it out, you can find it somewhere in the annals of YouTube history. What was in your pocket? If you're in the Discord, make sure to pop it in the Discord. That's where we're heading next. If you're not in the Discord, go ahead and pop it in the chat. And thanks again, Dragoon, for joining the Spartans. And on that bombshell, we're going to go on over to the Discord itself. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right. And starting off with Rebel Rouser. Hold on, Rebel Rouser. He's got... That is the, that's the Knoll Knives. It's not the Knoll Knives Raiden, is it? Is that the, I always get this mixed up. It's either the Raikou or the Raiden. And then, of course, we've got the Ohio Riverjack from Traditional Pocket Knives and a Lynch Northwest All Access Pass. I believe that's that one, right? That's the All Access Pass. I know it's not the best case scenario. Something I always think is really funny about Lynch Northwest and their pry bars is they name it after like things that would help you break into doors. I mean, like, you don't need a key, you just need the all access pass. Oh, you're locked out? Don't worry about that. We've got the best case scenario. I gotta get a Lynch Northwest pry bar at some point. Not that I've had to break into any doors, but if I had to. Ooh, we got some Olight action. I carried an Olight today. Baton 4. Little guy. Love this one. Absolutely love this one. I've had it. Had it for a little bit now. Anyways. Nice carry, Rebel Rouser. Thank you for sharing. Craig Vincent, he's got the 8015, the 8010. He's got the Frenzy, the Cold Steel FM1. Is that a Demco 8020 or an 8020.5? I think that's an 8020. I think that's an 8020. Isn't it? I can't tell. The part that I would use to be able to tell the difference, and you guys hammered on me. Oh no, I can see it. It's down here. 8020.5. Okay. I was told when the bottom of the handle scale curves back up more, that's how you can tell it's an 8020. And on the 8020.5s, they don't. They kind of round out. All right. Hatamoto. Is that the maker or designer? I'm not familiar with that one. Very nice. Nick T's got the Riot Mantis, the VK Anub, and the Jan Chevron. I like that. I do like that. I really like that Hank. Gear Hanks. Not familiar with them. Hank that I carried today. This was one of many Hanks sent my way by Top Dog years ago. It's kind of a gift package. He sent me like 9 or 10 Hanks because I only had one. I had the old channel logo Hank, and it was it was looking rad. He's like, you need some more Hanks. Here, I'll send you more. Usually I carry these in my pockets. They help keep things from jingle jangling around in my pockets. Anyways, I like that one. That one's a nice purple. Cool contrast between the monochrome knives and that Hank for sure. Oh, Ed. Ed's got the chicken wings. He's got the TRM Atom. Some celery, which I'm sure he ate. Did you eat your celery, Ed? You need to eat green things in your life. Smoked wings with hot garlic parm. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm telling you, I want to do a spice challenge on a live stream. I think that would be fun. It could also be disastrous, but honestly, maybe it's time. Ed Durbin, what's up, Ed Durbin? He's got, that looks like a Hoback Sumo, and is that one, I forget what this one is named. It's like named, isn't this one named after like a dog? Like the Akuma or the Akita? Hoback. Large knife. I'm just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna cheat. I've seen it before. I have seen. Oh, it's the Husky. I was right. It is named after a dog. I'm disappointed in myself. That was a fail on my part. That's the Kubi. Excuse me. That's the Kubi Sumo. Which, I mean, from what I've heard, I had a Hoback Sumo back from around the time when all of the things went sideways, and it was new information that it turns out that me and everyone else that spent $500 on one bought one thinking it was a USA made knife, and it was actually a Chinese made knife. That said, I really liked the knife. Like, on its own merits, it was a great knife. It's really cool, very well detailed. In many ways, like the manufacturing would still be on par with my old school Sumo. That manufacturing would still be on par with a lot of the premium knives that we have today. So you could say that it like, would a lot of us have bought it for $500 if we had known it was made in China? 50-50? either way, the Kubi version, from what I've heard, is a banger, and people really like it, and I'm not surprised. I really like the Sumo that I had. It was a shame that the drama ruined it for a lot of people. TC Blade says, you inspired me, Rollshambo. I stripped my 2016 Strider SNG double gunner grip and started the mirror polish journey. Other carries the mini FSD and the new tenable entity. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with my T's today. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really good, man. Did you already hit the handle scales too? The Strider Tantos look fantastic. I really like the Strider Tantos. I love the way they do that. I love the way they do the Tanto edge where it goes straight into a swedge. And it makes kind of this aggressive, like super pointy, dangerous, but also kind of a pry bar looking Tanto. Like the way that is designed is just freaking cool. There's a healthy group of people that do not like Strider, and that's totally fine. I understand the reasons. But if I'm calling a spade, I mean, I would love to have one like that. I think what you're doing so far looks fantastic. Keep it up, man. And keep me in the loop, TC. Post those pictures in the Discord. If you have more polishing to do, as it stands, that looks great. Absolutely looks great. Drink water. He's got the McNees. Excuse me. The Spyderco McBee. Designed by Jonathan McNees. Made by Spyderco in Taiwan. And then, of course, one of my favorite knives, possibly ever, the Machine Wise Mojave. I have to be careful with my Mojave because if I get stuck in a rut carrying it, I won't carry anything else. Like, I've gone through this where it'll just stay in my pocket and I won't pick something else. And then a week has gone by and I'm like, wait, there are other knives that I want to carry. Love the Mojave. Fantastic. Bradford Mitchell's got a... Oof. So I always get the different skiff knives mixed up. I believe this one is an Asylum on the bottom, Skiff Asylum, and the other one, what's the other one? So this one is the Asylum, right? And this one is the... Help me out in the chat. Help me out in the chat, guys. Skipping my mind. It's skipping my mind. We got the Asylum and what's the other one? Cicero says, I'll pass on a Mojave until they nix that flipper. I mean, I would say this. I could grind off the flipper myself. You can send it to a number of different people that would easily and very quickly and not very expensively either chop the flipper off. I'm not doing it on mine purely because it's a machinist proof. It's a part of the model's history. It seems like a shame to me to do that on a machinist proof. I am going to get another Mojave. I am also waiting to get one with updates like that because I already have one. So the next one has to be absolutely perfect in every single way. And it's also got to be different enough for me to justify buying another one. If it doesn't move the collection forward, I'm not doing it. I know that they're going to continue to work on that model and come out with different variants. It's been way too popular for them not to do that. Here we are talking about the Mojave. And meanwhile, these skiff blades look... They look so good. They look so good. I love the raw titanium look with the blue accents. the feathered milling on this one right here is incredible. I love how it's all over, including on the lock bar relief cutout. Like undeniably, those are gorgeous. Is there anyone out there that looks at these and was like, you know what, it's cool, but not for me? Not for me. Maybe what they're really saying is, I don't want to spend that much. Brad, those are freaking fantastic. I'm very grateful that you did not put a picture of your Utzler dragon scale duck and duckling up there as well. I'm not trying to visibly drool on my keyboard here. Let's go Geek Machinist. Ooh, nice shot. Is that a Bradford Guardian? I'm still learning on the fixed blade stuff, but I think that is a Bradford. Is that a Bradford Guardian? Look at that shot, by the way. That shot is giving, it's giving hints of what's the why am I struggling to bring it to mind? I was gonna say Old West. I lost it. Beautiful photo. It's very well staged. It's got a SOG power pint and a Gerber pry bar. Is that a Gerber pry bar? Tactile turn pen. If anyone wants to know, like, taking good knife pictures is 20% taking it under the right conditions. I would say 70% taking it with the right lighting. And then another 30% of really good staging. Some photographers might actually disagree with that and say that it's like 40% staging, 40% lighting, and 10% your equipment. My point is, you got to have good lighting, you got to have good equipment, but the staging is extremely important. Really good photos. Always love seeing the shots, man. Cat Scratch, he's got the Kinder Chocolate Advent Calendar. Oh, yeah? You carried that whole calendar in your pocket, did you? This is the pocket check, sir. I'm assuming you carried this one. That's my assumption. That is my assumption. Which one is that? It's a Blade HQ exclusive. I know that much. The Kinder Chocolate Advent Calendar. You're killing me. Aaron D2's got the new MSI Mini MSI. I've been watching some of your stuff on it, man. What I've heard from the people who have taken the plunge so far is that the action is perfection. That the smaller size on the Mini MSI allows for a much snappier deployment. Some people don't like the retraction. Some people say it's not an issue. I know that I want one of these. I am waiting for the regular production ones to hit. Maybe they already did hit. I don't know. I've been really bad at drops lately. But I do know that I am going to get one at some point. It's on the list. Tommy T says, new knife day Nafslander 4 in a leather pouch, a leather pocket sheath, and a C. Risner Cutlery Ohio River Jack. Very nice. I keep seeing these Ohio River Jacks. You guys must really like those. I might need to pick one up at some point. Jim Miller's got the Precision Knife Works Warntack, the Rosecraft Clinch River Swayback, and the Brass Brigade J-Cal. With the steers in the backdrop. I dig it, man. This is such a cool knife. The Warntack was one of my favorite knives the year it released. Absolutely phenomenal piece. Earlier in the live, I mentioned that, when you're selling off and you're liquidating part of your collection to buy like grail pieces and to go after like expensive pieces, you might end up with some regret along the way. It was a good piece. Love it, man. Nice shot, too. Dale Lane, he's got a Spidey Chef and a Techno. That's a Techno 2, right? Techno 2? Or is it Techno 3? I get the Technos mixed up. I know it's a Spyderco Techno and a Spyderco Spidey Chef. Both are Marchin Swish buoys. I don't know if I got his first name right. I know the last name is spelled Swish, not buoys. Those are both Marchin Swish designs. Yeah, just like the Spyderco Swish buoy. There we go. Life is hard. I need a break. Not from life. Techno, hate the 2 and 3. That's a Techno 1. Techno 1. Okay. I knew it was a Techno. The 2 is like the crazy. Is it the 3 that's the chonky Warncliffe sheep's foot? I get them mixed up. I really do. Hold on. I think I need to say hi to Mr. John Blackman. John, did I say hi? I see you in there in the chat. What's up, man? So I hear you on that one. I carried the Sparrow and the Rook for almost 6 weeks. Sometimes you just get pieces that just, like, they take you away from they take away that internal need of like, oh, this came out, I want to get this. Oh, that came out, I want to get that. Some of us just really enjoy that process of building the collection, and some of us are looking for those pieces that just satisfy your use case scenario, and you just get so much enjoyment. You ride that enjoyment for a while. I kind of toe that line myself. Cicero says, I bought sweatpants with pockets so I don't have to hold my knives. Fugitive, that was the other one. Thank you. I'll just blame it on the ADHD. It's not at all because I'm awful remembering the names of knives. Alice Stays, what's up, bro? He says, carry more knives. I regularly have at least 3 knives on me when I'm spending more than 20 minutes from home. Yeah, if I'm spending a day out, I like to have at least 2. I would prefer like a nice fixie. Axial Alpine V2. Love this fixed blade. This fixed blade right here, let me tell you something, is such a fantastic carry. Super slicey. This one, I don't know if they make this one anymore. I don't think so. With the titanium handles. Magna Cut. I don't do a lot of lanyards. Or a lot of fobs. Whatever you want to call this. I do on this one because it helps with retention, easy pull. It's easy to index this. I use pull-the dot loops and carry it. Appendix carry, not scout carry. I don't do the behind the back thing. But appendix carry, it's nice. Easily concealable. Leaves my pocket free for a folder. It's my go-to EDC fixed blade. All right. Dolomite says thumb studs would be legit, but don't think it's possible with the Fuller. What are we talking about? Are we talking about the Mojave? Rebel Rouser says I have 2 Mojaves and I want a skiff blade works. You and me both. Greg says my 3V8010 hasn't really left my pocket since I got. You know what? You're right. You have some mainstays in your carries, and we can go back week by week. And I'm positive I've seen the 8010 in there every single week. Maybe once or twice in the past year. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just find the knife and you're like, this is me. This is the perfect carry for me. And other things might change. You might change the secondary carry. You might change like the pen or something. Like, what's a good example of this? That's a good topic. What's something in your EDC that never changes? It doesn't have to be a knife. It could be like your wallet, something that I always carry. Always. Headphones. I put these in my pocket every single day. These are from Samsung. These are like the Galaxy Bud Fan Editions. I love them. They're comfy. They weren't super expensive. I think they're like $40. I love these things. They last like the battery lasts forever. This is an EDC item that never changed. And here's the thing. I have other earbuds. I've got some Skull Candy earbuds that I also really like. The case on them is ridiculous though. Like it's this big long tube thing. Yes, we're still talking about the charging case. It's just kind of wonky to carry around in your pocket. You're like, oh. Are those Skull Candy earbuds, or are you just happy to see me? These, on the other hand, they don't take up a lot of real estate in the pocket. Battery lasts forever. Very, very comfortable in the ear. Once upon a time, I played with the idea of being a tech reviewer, and then realized I'm not built for that game. I'm not. But that's a piece of EDC that never changes. I always have that. I don't always include it in my EDC pics or my pocket check pictures just because I don't know if you guys want to see that stuff. Like the extra stuff. Maybe you do. We need to continue though. Louis, he's got the Mission 1 by TKL. That's cool. I've been meaning to get my hands on more TKL knives. I think the next one I get from them is going to be the Agent, I think. Bob Tism's got the Urban EDC John Demko Castellan. Ooh, you know what that blade reminds me of? That reminds me of the new Sax style blade from Demko. The Shark Sax blade. That's cool though. I haven't seen that one before. That's a first for me. That's really cool, man. I like the sculpting on the handle scales. That's really cool. Kevin Smith, he's got American Blade Works Model 1, McNeese PM Mac 2, CKF Evo. He's got a Herman. Is that a Dragonfly or a Sting? Not sure. Devo nip slip with a slip for the nip. I see what you did there. I like it. That's a super solid carry right there. Wicked Dream Designs. He's got a AD 20.5, a benchmade. Which I talked about this knife. I talked about this knife before. I talked about this knife before. Why is life so hard? Why is life so hard? It's not the full immunity, it's the immunity, right? The benchmade immunity. Yeah, the full immunity. That sounds right. Full immunity. The benchmade full immunity. You know, now that I look at it, are these both 80 20.5s? Because I'm looking. This one I think is actually an 80-20 slim. Does one of these have handle scales that curve around? Damn it. I give up. I'm awful at this knife identification thing. I'm going to say that based on the size of things, 80 20.5. Grateful Dong. Ooh, we've got a Custom Knife Works. Missing on this one. This is a Rake Knives. I'm not familiar with Rake Knives, so I'm not sure. I've seen this one before. This CKF, and it always looks so cool, but they're so expensive. I've seen that on NC Blade. Grateful Dong there. We got Charles Wooden with the small 31. That's a classic carry. Very classic carry. Bone Collector. He's got a that looks like a North Mountain Blades. I believe that's North Mountain Blades. Yeah. Tanto. BBNT. T, I believe it is. The big Bowie Tanto. I've got the Bowie version. I've got the Bowie version. That's the Tanto version from North Mountain Blades. It's the Dwayne Dwyer collab. That one is similar-esque to the double gunner grip that everyone loves so much from Strider. But I've had a number of people tell me that the quality of craftsmanship on their North Mountain Blades is actually better than the quality of craftsmanship that they experienced on their Strider. That is crazy to me. Of course, I've never owned a Strider that was made by Strider. I have an AR .75 that was made by Medford. I had a ProTech Strider SN ProTech Strider PT Plus made by ProTech. I need to find out. It's one of these days I'm just gonna be brave, pull the trigger on a Strider and find out for myself. But I've had several people tell me that the quality on their North Mountain Blades Dwyer collabs was better. That's crazy to me. I have one. The quality on it is phenomenal. Robert Jones, ooh, man, that's nice. That's nice. Paramilitary 2 Tanto. I had the opportunity to buy them just like everybody else, and then I whiffed. I should have bought one. Should have bought one. Regrets. Let's go, Dragoon. He's got, ooh, that's a concept. I know that one. Why am I struggling? Listen, life is hard. Life is hard sometimes. I've been missing stuff all over the chat, okay? All over the chat. So I'm going to go back and check. Shout out to my man Rebel Rouser for the gifted membership. Thanks, man. Thank you. And congrats to whoever got that. I was going down the rabbit hole of knives that apparently are hard for me to identify. I have not set a very high bar tonight. Sometimes I think you guys just like watching me struggle, though. Yeah. I think you just like watching me struggle. I do it to myself. Ooh, Rob's got a bevy. Did you carry all of these, Rob? Or are you just flexing? This feels, listen, this feels like a knife flex, but I can't resist. You know what I like. I can't resist. Let's see it. 80-20. Nice. Did you modify that blade? That blade looks clean. Ooh, you're a bad man. You bad man. That's what I want. The Dragon Scale Protean. If you guys didn't know, my favorite milling of all time, not laser engraving, my favorite milling of all time. And apparently, I've had makers tell me that it's exceedingly hard to do this on a mid-tech, on a custom. These Dragon Scales, that is the most impressive milling I've ever seen on any knife in general. Really love what Utzler does. I love the fact that Prince Customs has done a run of these. He also did one that I'm not a big fan of Skelly designs, but Prince Customs does a half Skelly, half Dragon scale that I thought looked incredible. Like the mix of the two was just right for me. I'm not a big fan of skeletonized handle scales in general. There are a few exceptions. The half Dragon scale, half Skelly design was one of those exceptions easily. And that is freaking gorgeous.
This is Sparta!
Speaking of Utzler, is that a duck? A Utzler duck? Looks like it. Ooh, that's the Onso. It's the Gens Onso. What's it called? He's got the mini Cortex. Very nice. Very nice. Of course, a Oz Machine Company Roosevelt. Not sure on this one. I've seen it before. I know I should know what this is. I know you've shared it before. SPK Lamia, McNeese Dixon. Very nice. Another McNeese knife. This one is the... Ooh. Are those Mokatai handles? I almost said just Timascus. Are those Mokatai or Timascus? I think it's Timascus. McNeese Mac 2 Tanto. Is that a custom Tanto? Regrind? I don't remember the Tanto tip on those being like that. And then of course up here just hanging out, Arno Bernard Imamba. Right? Is that the Imamba? I should just retire. If you carried every single one of those today, Rob, you have my absolute respect. And if that flex wasn't so sexy, I might not have allowed it. Did you carry every single one of those? We'll allow it. We'll allow it. Days is coming in. He's got a MSI with the original goat scales. Are those titanium scales or aluminum? Not sure. He does have the Lynch Northwest pocket clip on there though. Looks really good. I like that color combination. That green is sweet. Jim Cox, he's got the Attention to Detail Mark II medium. Very cool. Wow, we're at the bottom. Fred the Lug with a new custom collaboration picked up in Tokyo. Fantastic action. Look at that. Very cool. Very cool. Sakura blade. That's a Nemoto design. Very cool. Love it, man. Japan, wholly underrated for their knife makers. Very underrated. Japan has some of the most talented bladesmiths in the world. That's why we have a lot of popular American makers that go over there to train with the Japanese bladesmiths. If you didn't know, now you know. Medford, he's gone over there. Tony Marfione, he's gone over there. Who else? Multiple. There's been a lot. There have been a lot. That said, I need to stop looking at the pocket check, guys, because I'm so depressed with all of the misses. I missed a lot. The Orca 2.0. It's not an Imamba. But you know, like Arno Bernard. At least I got half of it right. Gosh, I'm so bad today. Right. Baptism says the half skelly holy warning is sick. All right. Prince Customs. I can't help it. These are on my list. And I'll be honest with you, I like both blade shapes, but I am partial to the Warney blade shape. I don't necessarily care if it has the full see-through hole like this one right here, or if it's just the blade indentation. That part doesn't matter to me. It does not matter to me at all. If it's a hole or if it's more of a deployment indent, I don't really care. Blade shape, I am partial. To the Warncliffe. How far back do I have to go to find the half Warney, half Dragon scale? Sometimes I just do this. Oh, damn it. It won't let me go back far enough. That's too bad. This one's kind of similar to what I was talking about, although it's got frag instead of dragon scale. That looks cool too. The problem is that I can't unsee what I have seen. I have to get one that is a dragon scale variation. I have to. That's high on my list. It's probably also high on everyone else's list. I'd be happy with a full dragon scale. I'd be happy with a partial skelly, partial dragon. I don't know what they call that. Not to say that the rest of these don't look fantastic. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look at that craftsmanship, man. Everything looks intentional. Everything looks precise and very clean. I like both blade shapes. I do have a preference for the Wharncliffe, which, let's be honest, it's not really a Wharncliffe though. Like, if we're being completely honest, because it's got curve. It's got curvature in the blade. The curvature makes it more of a sheep's foot. Just putting that out there. The curvature makes it more of a sheep's foot. Worn foot. Old shoes. It's on my list. I gotta get one. All right. Ryan says, I love the Tanto Prince is doing. He's doing a Tanto? I didn't see that. Hold the phone. It's got to be on his Instagram if he's doing a Tanto. What? I'm not following him. We'll change that. We'll change that. Where's the Tanto? Where is it? Ooh, there it is. Hello. Ooh. That is a beautiful blade shape. Tanto's not for everybody, especially for people that don't like sharpening knives. But I will say there are some knives that are way better as a Tanto than they will ever be as a drop point. That might be one of them. Looks like it's got just a slight curve up there, right there. Like the ever so slightest hints of a harpoon. That looks really good. That with dragon scales. I'll take it. Maybe I can find the pictures of... Yeah, there it is. Oof. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Damasteel or Damascus, personally. That said, freaking gorgeous. More dragon scale. Come on, show me a dragon scale with the warny. Show me the horny dragon. Where is it? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. What? What? Oh, that's crazy. Do a full set in those. A full set with those. Like the Cerakote is cool. But I want that. Like both sides. Definitely that. All right. I need to stop looking at things that are going to get me in trouble. I need to stop looking at things that are going to get me in trouble. Hey, have a good rest of your night, man. Jim Miller says, nope, a true sheep's foot has a straight edge according to the old books. I thought a Wharncliffe always had a straight edge. The problem with knife, like blade shape definition is that they're very regional. They're like, it's based, a lot of them are named after historical figures. Some of them have like very solid definitions. Like, for example, a drop point is a point as a blade where the tip drops below the center line, or drops to or below the center line. Like, that's a very straightforward definition. But when you start getting into like sheep's foot, Wharncliffe, Saxe, a lot of those were very regional definitions, and they changed regionally. And so you end up with a lot of variation there. Definition, we're just going to ask Google. Definition of a Wharncliffe. Straight cutting edge. It's right there. It's right there. Artisan Cutlery also says it has a totally straight cutting edge. With one straight edge and one rounded spine. Yeah. Inverted regular blade. Yep. Like, I don't know. It's a modified something or other. There we go. You will drive yourself crazy trying to figure out blade shapes. I know I have. I definitely have. Did you just say you didn't like Damasteel? It's not really my jam, dude. Here's the thing. Damasteel only ends up on knives that I would never carry. Look, like, it's pretty. It's pretty and it's supposed to perform good. Like, here's the part that bothers me about the Damasteel knives. I don't know anyone that is like carrying and using their Damasteel. So it kind of loses, for me, it kind of loses its luster when people are like, well, Damasteel actually has good edge retention properties. Who cares? Who cares? It could have the edge retention of Swiss cheese. It doesn't matter. It is purely an aesthetic buy. Purely. And you will pay so much more for it. The weird part of my brain, and I get, like, I am probably far left field on this. Lots of people will disagree with me on this. But what's the point of having this proprietary Damascus type blade steel that costs so much and it's performance oriented but never gets used for performance because it's more expensive and people see it more as a collector's piece just to look good aesthetically? Like, it's... Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's probably just me, okay? Like, I have these weird tendencies, like, is it really a knife if it doesn't cut, right? I mean... So I can see why people love Damasteel. It's beautiful to look at. And if you're just buying it to look at it and to put it in the safe and maybe take some occasional shots with it, if that's your thing, that's totally fine. But for me, why spend that? Like, for my personal collection, I'm not going to buy something that I would refuse to carry. And if I carry it, I'm not going to refuse to use it if I need a knife for something. If I need a knife to open a package, get some tape on it. When was the last time you saw a user knife with Damasteel? You never see it. When was the last time you saw a user knife with Damacor? You never see it. Why? Because they're expensive. They're performance-based steels, but nobody is using them as a user. So no, I don't like Damasteel for my purposes. I completely accept that they're a great collector's thing because it's more of a rare steel, and it's very pretty to look at. But what's the point? Like, who cares about its performance if it's never going to be used? I would love for someone to prove me wrong. Does anyone out there have a beater in Damasteel or a beater in Damacor? Prove me wrong. I haven't seen it. I'm sure they exist. I haven't seen it. And that is why I am not a fan of Damasteel. Jim says Wharncliffe was designed for Lord Wharncliffe. Yeah, I know. I read the Google. I read the Google. Straight edge with a pronounced pointy tip. Sheep's foot is old. The difference between it and a Wharncliffe is the tip is rounded. The problem is the lines have been blurred so much that it's kind of like you call it a Wharncliffe, people like me will complain. You call it a sheep's foot, people will complain. So it's better just to call every blade shape like it's a modified worn foot cleaver. Could I pass this off? I'm not going to try to pass this off as a Wharncliffe. For Wharncliffe Wednesday, no. It does have a straight edge, but I would actually call this more of a Spanish tip razor. Spanish tip razor is one of my favorite blade shapes. It's a straight edge, almost like a cleaver, and then the tip kind of curves inward at the end. And it leaves with a nice tip. It's important to have a good tip in life. It leads with a nice tip, perfect for getting into like packages, for some precision piercing. Such a good knife. A lot of people thought, oh, he's just going to buy that as a collector's piece. No. But if we're talking about like user blades, but also blade shapes, I was thinking about this. Would I categorize this as a cleaver? Not really. I would categorize this more as a Spanish tip razor. The blade shape discussion is long and full of debate. Neil McKenzie, thank you for joining in, man. Have a good rest of your night. Paul Mills says, I don't know if I'd buy another Shirgorov frame lock. I would love to get a neon. That's the new one they released, right? But I had an F95 Zero, and you needed 2 hands to flip it open? Dang, that sucks, man. They're supposed to be known for their action. I hear you. Drinkwater says, I have a Jaeger V2 Damasteel. Baton a tree in half with it once in a while. No, you don't. just pounding away with your rubber mallet. I want video evidence, or it didn't happen. Rob's Nerdy Knife says, yeah, that looks like a cleaver to me, but I can see Spanish flare. Spanish razor. Yeah, a Spanish tip razor. Yep, Spanish tip razor. I'll just pull it up over here. Yeah, Spanish tip razor. This is actually pointier than the Spanish tip razor. But it's got curvature. It's a modified Spanish tip razor. Call Spyderco. Let them know. What does Spyderco classify it as? Hold on. Spyderco stovepipe. Now I'm curious. What does Spyderco classify it as on their website? Fine. Catalog. Why are they not number one on their own search? Someone over at Spyderco's marketing needs to get things right. When they're not number one, when you can type in Spyderco and they're not number one in the search, something's wrong. SpydercoKnife.com. This feels like a illegitimate website. This does not look like a real website. What? Did we stumble across a fake website? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I think we stumbled across a fake website. SpydercoKnife.com. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We're just going to act like we couldn't just, type in Spyderco.com. Can't believe I found a fake website. Sketchy. It's sketchy. I want to find the stovepipe listing. Stovepipe. Life is hard. Leave me alone. Here we go. Spyderco stovepipe, $640. No one's paying that price. No one's paying that price. Build a butcher design, right? What do they call it though? Cleaver shape. All right. All right. You win, Rob. You win. You win. It's a cleaver shaped blade. To me, it still looks like a Spanish tip razor because of how that curve is. I won't argue with Spyderco. I'll just argue with everybody else. Rob's Dirty Knife says, I see it and it is unique. A blade only a mother could love. Just kidding. It is cool. Look, this is one of those knives that I fully admit is not a for everyone knife. It really isn't. But I first reviewed this 2 years ago, and as a loaner, like people ask me all the time, like, why don't you take loaners anymore? I don't take loaners because I hate it when I get in a knife that I want to own and I can't, and I have to send it back. And then it's hard for me to move it up on my hit list because I've already reviewed it. And then I have to sit and wait for a good deal to come around. And 2 years went by, and this knife did not leave my mind. It took up rent. It had a shipping address in my brain. 2 years. 2 years. Gosh, love this knife so much. And yes, people complain. Can't reverse flick the stovepipe. Can't reverse flick it at all. Just, you can. You just have to hit it right. Just got to hit the right spot. Like with most things in life, if you hit it right, it'll treat you well. All right. Jim says, I don't think I have anything in Damasteel, but I have a Damascus concept that I use the same as any other knife to open letters and boxes. Not the same. Not the same. Damascus and Damasteel, not the same. You put Damasteel on any concept and it will like triple the cost. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, like I can give you some examples. Like, let's look at some obscene knives. Some obscenely expensive knives in Damasteel. All right. Wow, Reich has a Damasteel for $135? No. Damascus. It's not Damasteel, that's Damascus. I was going to say there's no way. There's no way. It is made from Damasteel. Is this the cheapest Damasteel knife ever made? $135? 1.5 inches of Damascus. That's the catch. The knife isn't even 4 inches. It's not about the size. It's about how you use it. Just, can you put a lanyard on it at least? Hey, you can. So for half a knife, you can get half a knife for a reasonable price. Here we go. Here's one. We Knife Collinear. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you this doesn't look cool. Like, that looks really freaking cool. I'm talking specifically about the pattern on the blade. Like, absolutely. $680. $680. And if you were to look up a Wee Collinear that's not in Damasteel, Collinear? Am I spelling that right? So instead of $680, you could buy one for half the price. That still looks good. I mean, it's probably M390. Yeah, M390. $360, like half the price. So you're paying all of this purely for a collector's piece. That's fine. I understand there's a load of people out there that are just collectors and they see that and they're like, that's my kind of sharp and shiny. Totally fine. But if you're someone like me that likes to actually carry stuff, like I don't have these insane use case scenarios. I'm not trying to say I'm some hard user because I'm not. But I'm not afraid of taking out my freshly minted stovepipe and cutting something open. Or, I'm not afraid of taking my Cortex XL and putting a beautiful edge on there to increase its cutting ability because I use it. If you're like me, many people aren't, but if you're like me and you do like to also carry it, it makes no sense to buy something in Damasteel unless it's purely for a collection display piece. That's the only reason. It's the only reason. No one's going to justify ever using this. Ever. And that's what I'm going to believe until someone proves me wrong. Is that that's not a GTC design, is it? I don't know why I saw that tab and was starting to wonder if that was an SLT. What else do they have in Damasteel? What else? Come on. Go back. Damasteel. All right, we're gonna sort by highest price. Ooh, they got a Swift fin, $740. The crate snake, that's cool. It is cool. It is really cool. But I'll put it to you guys like this, okay? Let me bring this full circle. This is a Wee Silox, right? And I won't say anything bad about this knife. Wee is a very good knife company. Their manufacturing is top tier. But I am curious, genuinely curious. In general, would you rather own this for $840 with Damasteel that you'll feel bad about using because you don't want to wreck that beautiful pattern, right? You feel bad about carrying that. You won't even feel bad about fidgeting with it. What if you drop it? What if it flings out of your hand because the handle scales are slippery with those inlays? What if? You know, is this going to sit in a case? $840 or a Prince Custom Protean. Well, look. You could buy one and save yourself some money. Look, I don't know if I've convinced anyone yet. I'm not buying Damasteel. I'm not buying Damasteel. If someone gifted it to me, would I be happy with it? Sure. Would it probably become the first knife that I would not carry? Probably. It's an absolutely fantastic piece. Not every knife has to be something that you use and you put in your pocket. Some of them are just pieces of art that we appreciate for what they are, for their incredible craftsmanship, for the quality and for everything like that. I totally get that. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I don't know if I'll ever be that guy. Damasteel. Guys, I feel like this is a good point to drop off. Ed says it's okay to use an $800 knife in a single steel to cut stuff, but not a $600 Dama. No, it's just, I get like, how many you see people who use their Oz Rosies, who use their Cortex XLs, who use their expensive American made knives that cost that much. So we know that it's not, in fact, an issue of cost. Like for some people, a lot of people don't use their Rosies, but there's also a good group of people that do. I don't know of anybody that uses a knife in Damasteel because the only reason to get it in Damasteel is for the aesthetics. And if you use it, there's a high likelihood you'll damage the aesthetics. So that's my point. That's my point. You can agree, you can disagree. We can agree to disagree. That's what makes this a discussion. But guys, Rob's Nerdy Knife says, you sold me and I agree. I love how it looks, but I would not be inclined to carry it. It's great steel, but I avoid using it. I would love for someone to prove me wrong. There's always exceptions to the rule. And I want to see that one guy that takes a Damasteel knife out and is like, you know what? I'm going to baton with this. To any would-be knife channels out there, or any channels that have, you know, big cojones and also a damn steel knife they don't care about messing up. Everyone was all in a fit about, you know, Taylor Martin abusing an Noomzon, knowing full well Chris Reeves' warranty service would probably take care of him and just build him a new freaking knife, okay? If he ever sent it in, which I don't think he did. I've yet to see anyone have the cojones big enough to actually do that to Damasteel without a guarantee of a warranty that'll fix it and reblast it and all of that. So any aspiring channels out there who might be watching this, you want to get some shock and awe factor? Buy an $800 Damasteel Wii knife and beat the crap out of it. Prove me wrong. And on that bombshell, guys, we are going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, for watching the live stream, for watching the most recent episode. If you haven't seen it, you can head over there next. Content on the Malsect 808 and, of course, the Malsect mantle out now, released earlier today. That's what's new. I'm going to have more content coming soon. Hopefully, it doesn't take a week. If you want to chat with me, you can find me on the Only Spartans Discord. For everybody else, I will see you on the next live stream. I may or may not be live this Saturday. I think I'll be live. We'll be live this Saturday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 p.m. Central, which is 7 p.m. Pacific. Have a great rest of your week, everybody, and I will see you this weekend. Awkward silence.